Welcome to Knowledge with Sarfaraz, KWS.
It's the peak of summer, and it hasn't rained in weeks. The ground is baked completely solid, cracking open under intense heat. High above, a lone crow is mapping the terrain. He flies from tree to tree, checking dried-up ponds and empty streams, but finds absolutely zero surface water. With every wing beat, his core temperature rises and his energy drops. He needs hydration immediately. The search for water has hit a dead end. With the heat mounting and his internal reserves spent, survival is now a matter of timing. Then he spots a reflection. Resting quietly beside a garden wall is a simple clay pot. He lands next to it and peers inside. Against the odds, there is actually water pooled at the very bottom. But there is a strict mechanical problem. The neck of the pot is extremely narrow, and the crow's beak simply cannot reach the liquid below. He tries to bypass the design by pushing the pot over, but the heavy clay simply won't budge. He tries stretching his neck further down, but the geometry of the container prevents it. He is physically overmatched. If he keeps trying to muscle his way to the water, he is only going to drain the tiny reserve of energy he has left. Instead of panicking, the crow stops. He sits back from the pot, halts all physical exertion, and evaluates his surroundings. Scattered across the dry dirt of the garden are dozens of small, loose pebbles. He realizes he doesn't need to alter the shape of the pot or stretch his own neck. He can use the stones outside the container to manipulate the water inside it. He picks up a single pebble, carries it to the rim, and drops it straight down into the neck. By taking a moment to step back and observe, he turns an overwhelming physical crisis into a solvable engineering puzzle. This animated cross-section demonstrates displacement. When a stone sinks, water shifts upward, as materials cannot occupy the same space. One stone barely registers. To raise the water line past measurement marks, the action repeats until a mountain of stones pushes the liquid into the narrow neck. Each individual pebble seems completely insignificant on its own, yet collectively they bridge a massive gap. Where pushing and tilting failed immediately, this steady, methodical repetition changes the physical reality of the situation. Finally, the water breaches the upper rim of the pot. It is right within reach. The crow dips his beak in and drinks. The long, cool sips begin the process of lowering his core temperature and stabilizing his system. The revitalized crow takes off, moving with a powerful new strength that was entirely absent just minutes ago. The immediate threat of dehydration is entirely gone. By securing this single resource through labor and logic, he has bought the time needed to survive the rest of the drought. Notice that his success had nothing to do with being the largest, the absolute strongest, or fastest animal in the forest. Instead, he prioritized careful observation over sheer exertion, identifying a way to use simple objects to bypass a complex physical barrier. Massive obstacles do not always require massive force. They often yield to the cumulative weight of small, precise adjustments. Ingenuity and patience are highly effective tools. If you approach a problem methodically, you can almost always build your own path to a solution.
Thanks for watching this video.